Monday Night Raw was in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma last night, and I apologize for my late review, but I finally got a chance to review it, and I'm going to do it right now. So you start the show off with a big announcement. You have Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman make their way to the ring, and the big thing that they announced for this show, it's official that Brock Lesnar is now going to be the number one entrant in the Royal Rumble. And what's different from this from other years is not only is Brock the first entrant, he is defending his title. I think it's the first time they ever had a champion go into the Rumble as a champion willingly. I mean, they've had it a couple of times. I think Roman Reigns did, of course, Ric Flair in 92. So they've done it before where they've had the title on the line. But I don't think they've ever had a champion be the champion and not, have it on the line. Because I don't think Brock's going to defend the belt. And now he might be. He might have the belt on the line and lose it. But he's the WWE champion. So I don't expect him to defend the belt. So I don't expect him to win. But he's not going to be champion. He's not going to lose his belt if he gets eliminated. So this is very interesting. He wants to become a first ever double champion, undisputed champion. I think they'll eventually go there, but I don't think it'll happen this year. I think Cain Velasquez is going to make his return in the Royal Rumble. I think he's going to eliminate Brock Lesnar. I think it sets up Brock and Cain at the Royal Rumble or at WrestleMania for the title in a rematch. That's what we're going to. Don't really care to see it, but that's where we're headed. But yeah, that's official. Brock's in the Rumble. They show Rey Mysterio cutting a promo in the back. He's yelling in Spanish and he yells in English later. Andrade with Zelina Vega against Rey Mysterio. Sadly, Zelina's not wearing the same outfit she wore last week, but she still always looks great. Rey in here, Rey and Andrade have a decent match, but the whole thing was they had this big angle where Rey is on Andrade's shoulders in a power position. Andrade throws him over his head, and Rey falls on Zelina Vega. And Zelina's small, and Rey's small, obviously. Zelina's really small, so it does practically crush her. After it, Andrade is pissed off. He goes to the ring. He beats up Rey Mysterio. He takes his mask, and he loses Zelina Vega, and Rey is unmasked. I hope this leads to WrestleMania. They have a big promo at WrestleMania. I think what Rey Mysterio has always said in interviews, he wanted to have a mask versus hair match against Alberto Del Rio. And he was really pushing for it. It never happened. I think with Andrade, he gets it. He wants to put over a top line star. Andrade will get a big one. I think Rey will take his mask off on the show, and that's like the ultimate thing. If it's like you snatch someone's chain, a wrestler in Mexico, you take away their mask. It's like the ultimate insult. So I think Rey's gonna give up his mask. I think they're gonna go all the way with Andrade post Mania. So it's a huge match for Andrade. I hope that's what we get. I don't know if that's what it's gonna be for sure, but I think that'd be a great match. Mask versus hair, Rey and Andrade at WrestleMania. We take a look back what happened last week with Owens, Rollins. I don't care about that stuff. Charlie Caruso interviews Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. No, don't really care about this. I don't care about that angle. Next, you have the Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins against Eric Ivar, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. Nothing much to say there. Eric and Ivar win. Don't really care about that match, to be honest. Charlie Caruso asks Samoa Joe who is the guy, and that's going to be their tag team partner, and Kevin and Seth are eager to find out. The guy who showed up, I don't know, people are going to have mixed feelings about it. We go to commercial, we come back, and they show Joe and Kevin, they're planning it up, who's it going to be. Becky Lynch comes out to the ring. She says, they're doing, I think the fans might turn on Becky. I didn't like this promo. So Becky says she let the doubters power her, and she asked for a match against Asuka. She is doubting her wisdom. She says she has her life has changed over the holidays. She got to be thinking about being the man. People are saying you should avoid one woman you can't beat. I don't know. I think this makes Becky look bad. I'm not a huge fan of it. I thought that this promo sucks. They show a video package of last year's where Asuka beat Becky. I like how they're playing it up, though, because I was thinking, after last year's WrestleMania, I really was pushing for, I thought Becky wins the belt. Her first opponent should be Asuka. Okay, she beats Ronda and Charlotte, and Asuka, who she faces next, went to Lacey Evans instead. Here, it's not working. I think they could have done a much better job with Becky's run, but she had a good feud with Sasha. She did some good stuff as champ, but it's not lighting the world on fire, but she's obviously going to be Becky or Asuka at the Rumble this year. Asuka comes out, she yells in Japanese, she makes her way to the ring, and Becky hits a forearm to Asuka, and Becky leaves the ring. We are back, and that sets up the match at the Rumble. I'm sure they'll have a good match. They had a good match last year. They'll have a good match this year too. We are back. Eric Rowan walks in the back. Mojo Rawley stops him, and they show him what's in the cage. And Mojo Rawley freaks out. What is it? It's a dead. Like it has to be like something dead, something like really sinister. Is it like a dead body? Is it like Seven, a dead head in the box or whatever? It has to be something crazy, but. It shows Sarah Screeber in the back, looking great by the way. And she's with Zelina Vega and Andrade. Andrade has raised mask, and all of a sudden Rey Mysterio jumps on Andrade, and you can hear Zelina Vega screaming for him to stop. And he starts beating the shit out of Andrade, beating off. We see the back of Rey's head, which is shaven. We don't see his face, but we see the back of his head. He beats down Andrade, and eventually Rey takes his mask back, so that sets up... Again, it's tough because they're doing it so early. I'm not sure they will, but... I really hope they go mask versus hair at WrestleMania. Eric Rowan kills some jobber. So what they do is he beats him down. After the match, he takes his kid. His name's KJ Orso. He shows him what's under the cover, and AJ sees it. He runs away screaming like a little child. So it has to be like a major reveal. It can't just be his mask. I mean, it has to be something dead. Like something really shocking, but I don't think they'll do that. Hey, it's Heyman. We don't know what they're going to do. I mean, for all we know, it's going to be some stupid lesbian angle like we saw last week again. AJ Styles against Kira out. Quick match. AJ with the win. He trash talked Randy Orton after the match, posted like him in a turnbuckle. Lashley and Lana, and this is where the show just falls off a cliff. This show sucks. So the first show of 2020, it's like, I heard for a long year, guys. As usual, last 6. How has it been? How much longer has Raw sucked? 8 years. I mean, since I started doing this, 2017, 2018, 2019, it sucked. All 3 years were shit. 2020 looks like we're on that same path, guys. Oh, I hated this fucking promo. They get married. Some stupid guy. What's his name? Bill Belichick. Who was his name? I know the head coach of the Patriots. I don't know what the hell that was all about. I don't remember. Bobby and Lana marry, and then Rusev shows up on some fucking green screen beach. It looks so bad. It was the worst fucking green screen. I know it's January. You can't really get a good beach. I don't think they want to spend the budget. But, they're in Orlando. They can't go there. I mean, is there anywhere? Maybe they can go down to South Florida. Go to Miami Beach. Maybe it's decent there. Like, fuck's sake. This fucking green screen was just so fucking embarrassing when they showed Rusev on Titantron. And, it sucks. This sucked. I hate this fucking story. They haven't mentioned Liv Morgan, so maybe they dropped that with Liv. Go with Sonya and Mandy now. I think that's what they should do. Charlotte walks in the back. We go to commercial. They show R-Truth with Charlie Caruso. And Liv Morgan shows up. Liv congratulates Truth on his record and brings up Rusev is facing Bobby Lashley last week. Lana will be in Lashley's corner. Says Rusev needs someone in his corner. And I guess, it's Liv Morgan. So, it is what it is. Next, we have Charlotte Flair against Sarah Logan. This was just strange. Like, they're fighting. Sarah tries to take Charlotte's robe, and Charlotte fights back. Sarah beats up Charlotte, and Charlotte beats up Sarah. Sends her to the apron, hits her in a ring post, hits her with the boot, and then she just grabs her, her robe, like her dad's robe that she, to modify, and she just, walks out. It was the strangest shit. So, I guess they'll set up some stupid match next week that no one cares about. And by the way, next week, they're going against the College Football Championships. They're going to get killed in the ratings, as they deserve to. Drew McIntyre beats Noe Jose. He throws him into the Congo line after. He got a good reaction. I don't think they're going to give him the Rumble, but he could. I'm not a huge fan. I don't think he has. It just bores me. Aleister Black and Shelton Benjamin. Of course, Aleister Black wins. Nothing much to say there. They show Buddy Murphy attacking Black. Aleister Black's beaten Buddy Murphy 100 times. I want to fucking watch Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy any fucking more. Stop it. Anyway, they fight on the apron. Aleister Black fights back. It was just a disaster. Buddy Murphy gets the best of him. He kicks his ass. He gets revenge. But, I mean, when you know what's going to happen, Aleister Black's going to beat Buddy Murphy a billion more times. Seth comes out. Don't care about the 6-man tag. So, what you have is Seth Rollins and the AOP, Coming Razor, against Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. Now, who is their partner going to be? Well, it's a Big Show. Yeah, Big Show's back. That's it. That's your 6-man tag. Show's with them. I guess Show's back. Not surprising. I saw the documentary on WWE Network where he wants to come back, but I guess it's probably his last one. He'll probably be done at Mania this year, so he's back. What happens is Show goes for a double choke slam, but Rollins hits him with the chair, and the ref calls for a DQ. Big Show Joe Owens get the win by DQ. They celebrate after the match. We are told that's me, Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black next week. And then we will have a 6-man fist fight with Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and a mystery partner against Seth Rollins and the AOP. So I don't know what they're going to do next week. But yeah, this was just a throwaway show. First Raw of the year. Felt like nothing. So next week, it's a weird thing. It's like the Rumble. They have to build up the Rumble. It doesn't feel like the Rumble doesn't feel anything significant this year for some reason. Next week, they're going to get their asses kicked. They may as well phone it in because they're going up against the College Football Championship. And the 20th, that's when they have to go all out because that's the go-home show. So I'm sure the 20th they'll go all out. But I don't know. Not much of a show. I thought it was just an average show. Very forgettable.